Could you imagine not finding toilet paper in your local store? Standing in a line at a supermarket for 2 hours and not finding milk for your baby? Not finding insulin for your diabetic cousin or chemotherapy for your dad's treatment?
What would you do if the Prime Minister of Canada used public funds for his political campaign? If your sister was killed for her cell phone and the police didn't care? If 60 people were violently murdered every single weekend in Toronto?
Imagine living every day fearing for your life. Could you imagine if Canadian students were sent to jail without due process for seeking justice for a friend who was raped at their university? Imagine students from major cities across Canada protesting for their fellow students' freedom and democracy.
If government censor media and the only way to know what is happening is through YouTube and Twitter. Canadian students being illegally detained by RCMP and tortured for asking for a better Canada. How would you feel if the Prime Minister sent the military to capture the leader of the Canadian opposition and throw him into jail?
What would you do if members of the police and Canadian forces were shooting tear gas and bullets into your home? If the government party supplied war weapons to its followers and allowing them to manhunt protesters and break into private property? What would you do if this crisis was happening all across Canada and no one in the world would speak up against it?
¡Anda, mata malandro, coño de tu madre!
This is the reality of our country, Venezuela.
Students and people are protesting to defend their human rights and their democracy,
while avoiding being killed by an authoritarian regime.
We are requesting the Canadian government to advocate to the world for peace and democracy in Venezuela.
Do something.
Share this video.
We have made a petition to ask the Canadian government
to respond to the Venezuelan crisis.